Hi, my name is Kermit Keynes. My company is called Rough Diamond. I'm a transformational mindset coach who actually deals in helping business grow their business by using their existing customer base. So what I use is I've got a three-step formula what I do. So I'm a customer service specialist. I'm here today with Zoe. She formed a company called Ask Zoe, what deals in building your business by marketing the right way and growing it. And she's known as the guru of business growth and marketing. Thank you very much for joining me, Zoe. What I want you to do is give me a bit of insight of who you are and why
Yeah.
you think it's important to grow your business in the right way using the right marketing tools.
Yeah, sure. So thanks again for inviting me along. Nice to see you again. And yes, I am Zoe Wadsworth of Ask Zoe, and I have a few names in my network from Guru, which is kindly gifted to me by Vanessa Mary, who we both know, Guru in marketing and business development and growth. I've been called the Guru in networking. And it's ultimately all about relationships, I find, and growing your business in the right way. I'm known as Ask Zoe because that is what my audience fed back to me after the pandemic. That's what came to mind when they thought of my services. So if you have a problem, you can ask me for a solution. If you need an introduction, you can ask me to see if I've got a relationship with that person or business. And if you just need somebody to talk to about business, about marketing, because these fingers get burnt a lot, let's be honest, when we're looking at business development and the marketing scope as a wide industry, that these fingers can get burnt as a common problem, they would come to me and share their problems, and I would be able to give them a solution or give them somebody who could solve that if it wasn't my skill set. So when I sat back, I realized that I was developing a business, I was growing at a rapid rate, and how was I doing that? And I was doing that through a four-step process, very similar to yourself. I know you've got your three-step matrix. I've got a four-step process. And ultimately, it's about developing your business in the right way. That's why it's marketing and business development. Because for me, you can't have one without the other. So them processes and them steps make sure that we develop the business through your marketing method the correct way, and ultimately gives you the desired return on investment. So it gives you that impact that you're looking for. So that's why it's important. It's important to do it the right way. It's important to do it authentically. It's important to do it that relates to the brand and to your business and to what you're wanting it to be as an outcome. Because sometimes when we go to marketing companies or we go to business coaches, yes, it's great to get that, X amount a month. But actually, is that feeding your purpose and your why and your key drivers? And if it's not, that's where you may not be growing it authentically. So that's what I'm really passionate about, is making sure your business is working alongside your marketing efforts to ultimately get you to where you want to be.
There's something I love that exactly in terms of right. It sounds like building relationships even before their clients as well. Get to know what they're all
Yeah.
about, and I think it's important. I love your ethos. You're like me. You think about the client more than you think about the finance
Yeah.
coming into yourself. And what it's all
Mhm.
about is seeing the smile on their face, making them
Yeah.
happy in what they do. And that conversation I had at you, Vanessa Mary, to them was
Mhm.
actually amazing. And would you give some useful tips and made me think about what I'm doing? Now I understand more about Ask Zoe, and now
Yeah.
that's what I'm like as well. I ask people to ask questions. I make them think about their own businesses
Mhm.
and what they do. It's not about
Yeah.
it's about the reason why, how passionate they are
Mhm.
about it, enjoying what they're doing in terms of how to do move their business forward. So
Yeah.
I deal within customer service. I'm a customer service specialist, and I think the
Yeah.
center point of customer service is all about even if they're not a customer, you still treat them like a customer because you never
Yeah.
know down the line they could become so.
100%.
So how do you believe that? How important is customer services within your industry and what
Mhm.
you do with your potential clients or with your existing client base?
I think it's about everything that I do. Hence the reason Ask Zoe. I wouldn't have got that feedback from my customers, from my network, if people didn't know I was a person they could trust. And that all comes down to building relationships. And I 100% agree that you should treat everybody as you wish to be treated yourself. And that way you're constantly building long-lasting relationships, because I'll always say to my clients, a no is never a no, it's always a no for now. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people, when they say no about your products and services, then that's the end of the conversation. I try to tell people, don't let that be the last time you speak to them, because it's all about the process. And when, they need you, they need to be thinking, I trust, for example, I trust Zoe, I like Zoe, I want to engage in Zoe's services. If you don't have no like and trust first, you don't have a client, you don't have a business, in my opinion. You have an expensive hobby. And trust me, I have been there, guys, where I have set up a business like 10 years ago. I was doing things for free. It was just an expensive hobby in reference to time. I actually had to think, right, stop, reflect. What am I doing? What do I enjoy? What can I take forward into self-employment, and treat myself as my best customer? How do I want to treat others? And a lot of people say to me that's what they like about me, because it comes from a place of learning and authenticity. But we were talking about this within the hub this month. We were talking about marketing and, different types, and I put them into 3 categories: inbound, outbound, and customer retention strategy. And a lot of people forget the customer retention, because it's about adding more value. It's about adding more customer service. It's about thinking about your customer journey. It's about so many things. It's about basically creating an experience, because if you can make people feel something in that customer process, the more they'll engage with you, the more they'll interact with you, and ultimately the more they'll know, like, and trust you. And eventually they'll become part of either your network, about your collaborators, like we're doing today. We're collaborating, we're sharing our insight and our expertise to prospective audiences. It's all about building the customer. So for me, I mean, if you look on my website, one of the first things I say is, our vision is to put customer service at the forefront of everything we do. And that remains, as well as creating an impact and as well as providing knowledge about what to do when and how within your marketing. It's just as important.
Very, very true in terms of, I think what it is that I used to want to hear this since I as you can tell by my wonderful hair and my beautiful complexion. What it is, in her wisdom, my main hairdresser left the salon, took the book with her, and I created this reset formula to help my daughter create from 6 clients to 106 within 9 months.
Yeah.
And that's what it was all about. And I did take on a new client,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got her 6 customers already, knowing that my formula works with her, and she wasn't my client at that time, and now she's my client. And I think it's important because you've got to understand other people. And I think you get a lot of business out there, they start a business, you've got a set number of clients, but what they're doing, they're always looking for new clients. But the basic thing is, if you've got existing clients and you look after them and you put them at the forefront and you give them the information or you give them stuff, you want them going out there and raving about your business. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak to you fully if I want to know Vanessa Mira. Now,
Yeah.
Vanessa Mary raves you. She raves about you and your business and what you're all about.
Yeah.
I spoke to you that day on the event. It was
Yeah.
amazing because it was like a calm, serene. There was no pressure. It
Yeah.
was like, well, why didn't you try this? Well, why didn't you try that? You were giving
Yeah.
information out, and I wasn't. That I'm exactly the same in terms of it. But I think customer
Yeah.
service and keeping customer attention is one of the most forefronts in my
Mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah.
I will help businesses using my CVET formula, whether they're my client or not, just to give
Yeah.
them that little bit of encouragement, a bit of
Mm-hmm.
hope in the thing. Because people start businesses, and also one tip I will give to people out there: if
Mm-hmm.
you've got a passionate reason why, what I would advise you to do is record yourself at the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
your journey of what your passionate reason why is. So what you
Mm-hmm.
can then do later on down the line, when you hit a trough, you can then look at that, watch that video of yourself and what you reason why you're doing the business for.
Yeah.
Zoe,
I agree.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Much
No
appreciated.
problem at all.
I will
Thank you
look
for
forward to
inviting
doing some
me.
more. You're welcome. I'll look forward to doing maybe we may do a few more videos later and sometime in the future about
Yeah,
the
sure.
specific marketing strategies. That would be
Yeah,
interesting to do.
sure.
And what we can do,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
Always happy to help. So yeah, just let me know
Yeah.
anytime you want to invite me back, and I'm happy to share with your audience.
You're welcome, Zoe. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Right.